درستان من یرپا امانی هستم and دوزتون دارم. Welcome back, my friends. From Iran, you can see right here on screen the face, which is important right now at this moment. It's Toomaj Salehi, and you requested me after my last video for him on Basmandi on the song to react on the new song by 021 Kid that's called Toomaj. It's a lyric video. As far as you told me, it's in English. I reacted on 021 Kid a couple of times, and yeah, most of the time he's rapping in English, and I try to understand. He got a little bit of this UK slang. I try to understand him as best as possible. Very excited, and hopefully he got the right words to say in this situation. For everybody who doesn't know, Toomaj Salehi, rapper from Iran, got sentenced to death by the Islamic Republic. Seems like 021 Kid made a song for him to support him and maybe save his life. So that's what we're gonna take a look at today. You're gonna see my reaction after the intro.
Ungewiss, doch ich steh wieder auf. Lass sie reden jeden Mist, nein, ich gebe nicht auf. Wenn der Regen auf mich pisst, ich begeb mich unter den Baum, wo er mich wenigstens nicht trifft. Und nun drehe ich den Knauf und betrete das Licht.
Alright, let's start. Check this.
Born in a world where freedom's myth, where voices are silent with a deadly writ. Too much dare to speak to raise his voice, but in Iran that was his fatal choice. No crime.
Okay. He kind of sums up the story. At the introduction, he sums up the story. He says, first of all, in this world, freedom's a myth, and Toomaj raised his voice, but in Iran, that's not the best idea to do this, to talk the truth, right? He says that was his fatal choice. Yeah, kind of.
That was his fatal choice. No crime committed, but chasing his dreams. His music echoing through silent screams. Injustice reigns, the system's a fraud, leaving too much to face the firing squad. In the heart of the storm with a giant pain, he was the only one who refused to be chained. They oppressed him, but he a beacon of light, guiding his people them through the darkest night. In the
bro, I'm getting goosebumps from these lyrics, man. Bro, he kind of hit in the nail right here. He kind of absolutely say the facts that are very important, because if you look, of course there are a lot of other artists from Iran who make music and speak out against the Islamic Republic. He's not the only one, but in Iran, living in Iran, there are just a few. Most of the people, and for a good reason, they don't have the guts to do it because they could pay with their life. And Toomaj still doing it. He calling 021 Kid, calling him the beacon of light right here. They oppress him, but he's a beacon of light. I think that's a beautiful metaphor. And he's fighting. He's a fighter. He was the only one who refused to be chained. He's fighting. Man.
Them through the darkest night, in the eyes of the one who hold the power. His art seemed a threat, a deadly flower, but he kept dropping bombs, exposing their lies. Now they sentence him to the ultimate demise.
Okay, here we got the fact. They see him, the leaders of Iran see him as a threat. So, without committing a crime, that's what 021 Kid said as well. Without committing a crime, just because he's a threat to the government, they want to get rid of him. That is what is actually happening right now. They sentenced him to the ultimate demise.
They sentenced him to the ultimate demise. Locked in a dungeons, hold his ground. His spirit is unbroken, his voice profound. For he knows that the truth cannot be bound, and his voice will echo, resounding sound. They trying to silence him to break his will, but Toomaj remains unshaken still.
And that is actually the thing, what he says right here. Toomaj was in jail, I think, as far as he told me, 3 times so far. And the first time in 2019. But correct me if I'm wrong. 5 years ago. He went to jail, he came out, he continued his music, went back to jail. On and forth. 3 times. And now this final time they decide, okay, we want to get rid of him. Before they let him out on I think on caution, and now the thing is, we know from Iranian prisons that the people inside are getting tortured, and that is what 021 Kids is saying here as well. His will is still unbroken, no matter of everything he had to endure in the prison. He kept doing it. He wasn't scared. He's like, his will is 100%, his goal is 100% clear. He can't stop. Man. Is that from a original song from Toomaj? Because I don't know, but I can't understand the lyrics in this part.
But he's not the only one who's locked in his abyss. His family's outside, feeling the deadly kiss of grief and despair. Their heart torn apart as they watch their own son about to depart. His mother's in tears, every word that one sees. Her prayers lost in chaos, seeking for peace. Now his family ache with every passing day, holding on to memories as they slip away in the dead of...
Yeah, and right here he talking about Toomaj is not the only person, of course. Aside from him, a lot of others. I think that's not what 021 Kid means here. There are a lot of others sitting in Evin prison and other prisons in Iran who are political prisoners, of course. What we're saying right here is the family of Toomaj. He's holding that and showing like his whole family is scared what will happen to him, and they all the, I think in the past a lot of times family members of Toomaj told him, please leave the country when you get free, please leave the country. He's not doing it. He continuing that, what he's doing, the fight.
Of the night, he hears their cries, echoes of the love, of longing, of goodbyes. He wonders if they know, if they understand that he's still fighting with his pen in his hand. But
yeah, and right here, he wonders if they understand. How can you understand when you're like, you are happy with your life? It's really hard to understand that someone is ready to give his life for a bigger purpose, kind of, right? So Toomaj is ready for that, and I think that's really hard for his family and his friends to accept that Toomaj is ready. No, I'm ready to give my life for that. Bro, that is so crazy. That is so crazy, man.
Pain cuts deep like a jagged knife. In the silence of his cell, he fights for life. He knows that the freedom is worth the fight, and we will stand firm with all his might. For every heartbeat and every breath he takes, he fights for justice, no matter what it takes. The weight of the punishment he bears with pride, for his cause is greater than the pain inside. They trying to side.
Wow. Man, he really finds great words right here. For his cause is greater than the pain inside. He describes the pain of Toomaj and his family, and says, for Toomaj, the bigger goal is like to achieve his goal of freedom in Iran is more important than his own pain inside, and maybe what will happen to him. What is actually pretty like the chance is pretty big he getting executed. But for Toomaj it's worth it. Who knows what happens? I see a lot of media echo about this case. What will happen if they really decide to do that to Toomaj? Will he be the next Masa? Will the protest could start again? There could be another revolution. I'm just thinking about this because he's not doing that for no reason. He has a thought behind this.
It's greater than the pain inside. They trying to silence him to break his will, but Toomaj remains unshaken still.
Oh, it's so sad, man. Man, we got Hollywood, we got movies, we got everything, but this is real. This is, you have to, if you boy, that is so crazy, man. If you actually notice, this is really happening in our world. Bro, I don't know what to say, man. Man, no worries. شهرها مال تومنه، این کشور مال ماست، مال مردمشه. Yeah, we didn't talk about the music right here, and it was really just, this song was about the lyrics. The beat was a nice, how is it, enhancement to transport the message. It wasn't about the beat, it wasn't about 021 Kid is a very technical rapper. Usually he doing, that's why I respect this project so much. He usually doing very skill and flow based songs, and he's not so much about deep songs. That's why I respect even more that he is doing such a song, and I would wish more Persian rappers would support this case of Toomaj. I really respect 021 Kid for this, and thank you 021 Kid for supporting the people and Toomaj, like really. What else I wanted to say? Yeah, I hope we can achieve something, and I will take a look if I find I think there was a petition to free Toomaj, and I will see if I find the link for the petition, and if I find the link, I put it in the video description, so you can probably support him directly. And that is, we are like bound to what we can do right now, but that's a very easy way to show support, and that's what we're gonna try. Man, if you want to check out another song of myself, a political song, by the way, you can check right here. It's with very important lyrics. It got English subtitles, so please activate the subtitles. Check out the song. Thank you very much. Right above you can find my latest reaction on Toomaj, the song Basmandi, with English subtitles as well, so I could go for the lyrics. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you want to, and I'm out.